Good morning, team. Welcome back, and hope you guys had a great long weekend. So yesterday was public holidays here in the US. Markets were closed, so we're now back. Welcome back, team. Patrick, Maciej.
Welcome back.
Hello, traders.
So this week is going to be a short week, but actually it's going to have a lot of things that we're going to do. We're going to be live trading on Friday for OPEX. So stay tuned. It's going to be available here on YouTube and X. And then, of course, we're going to cover the morning session throughout the week. So obviously, it's going to be a busy week. There's a few things happening. The guys will go over the roadmap for the indices and metals, but I think we want to start from looking at what are the big news for today. So obviously, big headlines on Netflix about the Warner Bros. Deal. I think still going. It hasn't been concluded. Netflix grants Warner Bros. 7-day waiver to reopen deal. Talk with Paramount, Skydance. So basically, what we want to see is like what's going to happen to that deal, and of course, market will react on Netflix. From the option side, what we can see is that we're sitting in a negative gamma environment, and we are kind of like in a bearish mode here, coming from the option momentum and of course seasonality. If we look at our option matrix, we see a lot of negative gamma across multiple expirations here in the chain. And then, of course, we are sitting around this area here. We have a big core resistance at 100, but we are far away from there. We are at around $77 right now. So we're sitting kind of like in this area here. When we look at the chart, we can actually add our swing levels, and we can see basically what levels are at play right now. So let's go and look at the extended trading hours, and we found a rejection around a risk trigger, and now we are basically bouncing back off our lower band. Just remember, we are kind of like in a bearish trend here on Netflix, so those levels could be pretty interesting. Let us know, guys, if you have questions. Another big one is maybe looking what's happening with Alibaba. There was news about a new AI model being released. So obviously, the AI narrative very very important. We also want to see what's happening there. There's not really much here. Like we are in a neutral situation. Obviously, momentum is pretty low, and we have a very high volatility. So high volatility score. So what we can also do the same, we can look at our swing level here. We can see the levels for the next 5 days. So we're sitting at this 145 and 165.70. So those are the two swing levels for the next 5 days. Here you can see the success rate of the model. And then, of course, if you wanted a more longer term uh, trend, you can also look at the 20 days where we have a 135 and a 175. Right. So going back to the chart, we can also see the chart right here, and we can place all levels. So we are sitting around this lower band area here. So that could be an interesting area. And then, of course, let's see what happens with the news and the catalyst there. So let me know, guys, if you have questions. Let's see. We'll go over some ticker later, and before that, I'll pass it on to you, Maciej, and we'll do the breakdown of the metals, and then we'll do the indices, and then we'll get more questions, and we'll do a Q&A at the end.
Okay, no worries. Welcome, traders, one more time. Hello, hello, hello. So, first things first, let's jump to our CTA models. And still, we have dropping position from the long side, reducing gold, similar silver, palladium, copper. Aluminum is solid, so right now it doesn't look such a well. So let's check also how Dr. Dollar is looking. Mixed picture from plus to minus, right now around zero. Doesn't help us to see what is going on, but also what we can have here. Reducing position on Euro, British, Japan is solid, so also Swiss franc is interesting what is happening here. Let's check and dive to our bigger picture. Gold, green line represent QCTA positioning right now after a big drop. Perhaps we're building another impulse, but the charts right now not looking such a similar like this. So let's wait. We are not such a far to push last lows, and then if you check what is going on, the bigger correction should be also working. Right now, reducing gold position, long silver, similar mixed picture on dollar give us information that is not such a good. Also, where we are looking for a new snapshot, take a look. CTA positioning on silver is also reducing. We are coming back to the main ground, and later perhaps we'll get some extra news. So let's check our active futures, what is going on. Oh, let's check one more time. This is that exactly right now the most traded contract. When we jump into our matrix dashboard, boom, voila. Today is 17th of February. Gamma is a little positive. Also, DEX, where we are looking to our expire move, 120 points on gold for today is predicted move. So more than $2%, is also confirmed. And boom, the main strike still sitting on 52.00 from the whole chain perspective. Later we have support on the round numbers 51, 5K, and if we cross 51, then we are jumping to negative gamma regime 5K, later 49.00. If this label not held, bigger gap 200 points to 47.00, where we have put support. But if we stay above 52.00, later what we can expect coming to the positive, another strikes. So 54.00 as a main later should be in our game. But take a look where we are right now. Our jet contract. And first expiration. So today, a little bit more than 1.5% positive gamma expiring. Main strike 51, such a far from us right now. Later, if recrossing and stay below 51.30, we are in negative gamma regime. The main put support is sitting on 49.00. Later, main battle around 5K. So right now we are below 5K. The first support is sitting here where we have our magnets. So HVL with lower band from 2 days ago sitting around this zone should support us. But if we stay and hold, then one day min with lower band from last day, the trading day will be crossed. Then we will get better support. Plan A, put support, HVL, core resistance, 1 day max. But if this zone not hold, then right now HVL and lower bets should be our first target. And if you remember, we was saying around 200 points of a bigger window as a plan B. So if this magnet zone not hold, then put support is sitting below on 47.00 exactly. So this give us, I hope, clear picture what is going on. So let's check also what is going on GLD. Volatility is still high, momentum also, seasonality is positive. So let's take a look what is going on. Tomorrow expiration, positive, gamma, also DEX sitting right now positive. very good predicted move, 14 points. So 452 plus minus, we can say 14 points. It gives us 466 plus minus, so we can cover this gap and close it. But if we drop, then plus minus blind spot 1 and area between lower band from from last trading day and 2 days ago should also support this as a predicted move flashed. So right now let's jump also and take a look how open interest is looking. The biggest strike 475. He is sitting here when it's 1 day max at call resistance. Later, tiny profiles, but if we cross this, then 490 plus minus, so a little bit above, should be our next target. All gamma expiration main strike 475. Right now we are more than 20 points below this. Later, as you can see, we have tiny profile, and if we cross 440, then we are jumping to negative gamma regime when we are looking to whole chain of GLD. The nearest expiration, so tomorrow, Wednesday, what support us 455. Right now we are below, so 450 main strike. Then we are still sitting in negative gamma regime, and after crossing 465 we are coming back to positive gamma regime. From the plan A, main strikes 457, later 460. If we cross this, then perhaps acceleration to 465 470 zone should be stay in our game. Another expiration right now, 20 February, main strike 475. So right now, looking at the price, we are such far away from that. So let's take a look also later how it changed with our intraday gamma snapshot. And right now, let's jump and take a look what also is going on with Dr. Dollar. So after the data, after we get a first impulse, we get correction. Super awesome. Right now we covering the last news, and if you get another impulse, this will support prices going down, usually on metals. What we can predict, if this is false impulse, let's check where is ending the second, plus minus 98 or 100 plus. So very good, 100. We know how it works. Very often we try to push it and oscillate around this label. So right now it looks very well. Some correction from the bigger picture. If we looking to our dollar, why not? Take a look, ladies and gents. We are really after big drop. So some pop up, some pops should be very wealthy for this. And where we are looking from the bigger picture, take a look. Plus minus 100 zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's check, is it possible going there? If yes, then awesome. This should help going push prices metal to the downside. And right now, silver future March contract is right now the most traded. In the morning, after touching lower band from SLV, when we converting to our charts, we get a very nice push to the upside. Right now we are sitting in our cluster 1-day mean and put support. If this zone will be crossed, then take a look. We have a big window from 75 till 80. Nothing special right now is sitting. Then HVL core resistance, HVL 0 DTE put support, and 1-day max sitting around 180, 81.5, and later core resistance with gamma wall sitting around $84. SLV, right now we are between lower bands 5 days ago and 3 days ago. Below us plan B, 1-day mean with lower band should also works as a support. If not, later we have two lower bands from last trading days and 2 days ago. So 61 and 63.5 should be also stay in our plan. But if we stay above, then what we can expect? First target, of course, will be bigger zone. Call resistance, HVL, gamma wall, put support 0 DTE. 69.71, this zone, magnetic zone, usually very good works, boom. And after that, HVL and 1-day max sitting above with 2 times risk trigger also. So from 76 till 61, a lot of places for take a good ideas and trade on SLV also should help us. And as I promised you, I'm monitoring still our new contract for 100 ounce silver, and boom, voila, what we have. If you converting SLV to SIG contract, then we have a very nice reaction on the Globex. Boom, we going to 1-day mean and put support to first magnetic zone, and we have another reaction. If this zone will hold and price coming back to the upside, then we have also a big window like on merge contract, but if not, later still lower band from last trading day and 2 days ago, sitting around 73 and 70 right now. Let's jump to our dashboard. Silver today negative gamma regime, also DEX, and predicted move 5 points. Okay, we know what is going on. So right now, where we are looking to our contract and to our all expiration chart, boom, voila, we are sitting on 74, so in negative gamma regime, tiny profile above us. 78 minimum is our first target, and then 80 and 81 plus minus, so exactly our magnetic cluster. So when we dive to our first expiration for today, then we have better picture. Right now we are plus minus right here. Above us a lot of chopping zone, later a little bit negative sitting around 77, and then still big battle, open window after crossing 80 to 82 plus minus, and then main strike 84 right now from positive gamma spikes sitting above. Another expiration tomorrow, still zone 76, 73, have a lot of negative gamma regime. So later, before we start, we will take a look what is going on, and similar we have another gamma regime with negative expiration. Today minus 3.5%, tomorrow near minus 12.6%. Be careful with this. So let's take a look also to our SLV. Open interest chart looking like 65, support, magnetic zone 70, round number, put support from whole chain 69, HVL 69.5, 69 point near 75 spot price. So right now we are a little bit in this zone. So let's take a look. Is it possible coming back to this main strike 70? Later another zone 75 and 80 should stay in our mind. All expiration. Right now we are sitting on 67, so plus minus here, above us first choppiness zone. If we cross this, then positive gamma should support us to 70.5, And later, after battle and crossing, we have another push from positive gamma support. If we stay above and this plan A will be working, then 80 main strike from positive gamma regime should be staying in our mind. So let's take a look how its first expiration look. A little bit negative gamma regime, 69 main strike, 68, 67. We are sitting in negative gamma regime, so a lot of volatility should stay in the market. Positive gamma strikes sitting above 70. Later, tomorrow expiration, gamma expiring near 0, and the main strike is sitting around 68. But before we start, we will checking how it changed and what is going on. And what we have, GBZ volatility for gold showing us plus minus predicted move around 2% and more than 4, around 5%. forex XLV also letting us know what is predicted for today. And right now we are coming back to our indexes. Let's check what is changed. NQ dropping, a mini building a little bit long position, but not a big change. And when we are looking to our graphic, it looks very crazy. So Patrick, what you can add to this? I will be listening very carefully, because when I'm checking CTA positioning, for me is alarming, tricky what they will do exactly right now where we are sitting on neutral zone. And the price is still sitting on that highs.
Let's see. I'm not a CTA trader or something like this. I'm looking more to the charts. I'm a scalper. For me, more interesting the moves, what happens in the moment. But yeah, so let's jump into the charts. So I was posting something for you guys also on Twitter. I was posting, it's all about put support and put support ZUDT and high vol ZUDD, especially if we're looking today into our indices like ES, SPX, SPY, NQ, NDX, QQQ, and the Magnificent Seven. And this is something where I want to stress out this morning. Take a closer look here. I'm using only the end of the day data, of course. Here we have our put support. We have here our put support with put support ZUDTE. QQQ, we are at the moment below put support. But this is, I would not looking so much into this now. But here again, NDX, we're getting the reaction here and also here. So what is this meaning? So all about put support and put support ZUDTE in my perspective. So we must hold put support. Otherwise, we have a problem. And also, if you're watching now the reaction, if we're touching put support and coming to this area, we're getting a good reaction. And this is something where I was waiting with patience during the London time, that we come to this area, just waiting what will be happened if we come to put support ZUDTE on the indices like SPX, like NDX, like NQ, and see the reaction there. We was already there on the Nasdaq, NDX, reaction. We was there on SPX, reaction. On the futures, we was not there, but you see also the reaction here. And with this in mind, guys, take also a closer look where we are now at the VIX. We are at near the one-day max where we was rejected the last time. So that's why it's all about, in my point of view, all about put support and put support ZUDT. We get a nice reaction here and catching out a nice trade to the upside. Yes, I was catching this. I have the position open, by the way. Let's see how this works out, especially when we come to the open. And if you're looking into the Magnificent Seven, you have the same picture here. Here we go. Put support USDT, NVIDIA. Here we are not, we are in the middle, but we have high vol USDT. Let's jump into Amazon. Put support USDT, high vol USDT. Meta, we come to put support USDT. Microsoft, put support. As you can see, guys, it's really at the moment, most of the time, all about put support. So, and this is where my all are sitting today and just waiting until we're coming back to put support, or if we hold this and get strong momentum to the upside. If we're breaking put support USDT or put support, especially on the indices, especially on the Magnificent Seven, man, we have trouble. So, and I think this could be a really interesting day based on this. And if we're looking also into our swing trading models, here we go, where we are at the moment. SPX, we have here our lower band range. Think about a few days ago, it was here in this range. So did we have now a bottom? Take a closer look. It's really interesting. Did we find our bottom and coming back, or did we come to the downside? That's why I put support, put support, put support. So important now. Also, NDX is also here with the lower band area. Can we hold this area, or will we fail this area? Good question now. Why? We have the same picture like what we have also with our SPX. So we are in the decision area now. We are here at the bottom. Did we come more to the downside? Did we see a bigger correction? Did we go in true put support as we were seeing in the other ones? Or did we coming back? This is at the moment really in short term without any bullshit to say to you what I'm watching for. For the VIX, we are also in an interesting area. So as you know, this was our area where we was rejected the last few times. Will we coming through this and getting into the risk trigger on 24? What will be meaning we getting more downside momentum? Or what will be happened here on the upper bands? So this is also what's in my mind at the moment based on the VIX. If I'm going back on the VIX, here we go. So we see at the moment really good reaction. We came near to the one-day max. Are there A+ setups in the play? Call resistance USDT. No. Put support USDT. No. But to be really now, I would say it's okay for me because I have also here call resistance. We're coming now on call resistance on SQQ. SPXS, is there something interesting? No. Is there something interesting on SPXL where we have bottom? No. On TQQ, also put support. Just take a closer look here. So that's in really short term how I'm looking into today. And I will be pass this now to you, Fabio, for questions because I would not add something. It is what it is. It's all about, in my opinion, about put support USDTE. Everything is about this today.
One question, there's only one question so far. What do you think the revision of the 1 million jobs will affect market? We can go and see the option in a second. I don't know if you guys, from your side as a trader, you're looking at this kind of data and how do you access it and how do you kind of like interpret it? And then we can look at the option side.
On my side, I don't look into this. As I said, I'm a scalper, so I'm not an American citizen. Also, it doesn't affect me. If we get opportunities in the market, I will be there. I will try to catch it, but on my side, I don't care.
Okay. From an option side, what you can do is you can actually look at the matrix and you can see how the positioning has changed. So you can see if, for example, after the positioning on Friday, we've seen an increase or a decrease in gamma, positive or negative, at which expiration. So you can kind of see it here. And of course, you can also look at the net gamma exposure chart compared to the previous week.
All right. I think it was going really quick today over the stuff, because I know today was really quick on my side. Normally I take 20 minutes or something like this, but to be really honest, today everything is really looking into put support. And the question is on my side, can we hold this or will we break this? If we break this, then how big will be the momentum to the downside? If we hold this, how big will be the momentum to the upside? That's at the moment really what's in my mind. That's it.
It's good.
And it lines up
everywhere.
It lines up everywhere in the Magnificent Seven, in the indices. So everything is lined up perfectly.
Question for you, Patrick and Maciej. Will you wait for intraday levels or end of day levels are fine?
I got on my charts right now the new intraday. They showed 30 minutes ago, plus minus. So of course I will update this, because for some instruments end of the data are from Friday, and right now with the new model you can check and follow how, for example, change one day mean, call resistance, put support, gamma wall, one day max, and other stuff like this. So of course I'm following that kind of stuff, and I will be waiting for another intraday snapshot in plus minus 9:50, 10 o'clock after the open, and also checking how it changed.
On my end, everybody knows I like to use end of the day data because I like it more static. I don't like that everything is changed every 30 minutes on my chart, because I'm building my trading roadmap based on this, my theory based on this. And if the levels are in the game, if the levels are in the play, and today they are, the last holiday, there was something with Greenland, verbal attacks and taxes for Europeans and all this stuff. Davos, as we remember, there was the levels out of the game. Of course, then I'm using intraday levels, but for now, no, I'm staying on end of the day. Yep. So Patrick is saying it's literally do or die today. I think so. Yeah. I really think so. If I'm looking into the charts, it's matched up like this. I cannot predict it. Of course not. It's only my opinion. But if I'm looking into the charts, and this is really crazy that everything is lined up at put support and put support USDT. It's crazy. Do or die, yeah. That's why I cannot say something today about this anymore. What should I say? So guys, it is really like this. And because maybe it could be so easy, it's so hard. I don't know.
Let's see what happens later.
Yeah.
We'll recap this tomorrow morning, guys, and we'll see what really happened in today's session. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you have. There's not many more questions here.
Yep.
So let us know, guys, and then we'll be back tomorrow at the same time. And then, of course, on Friday we're going to be live trading for OPEX here. So stay tuned. But yeah, thank you, Maciej. Thank you, Patrick, for your
for my 5-minute quick overview. All right. Well, let's go. Have a good time. Enjoy the day. Be careful. think about also VIX is at 1 day max. We are at put support. I cannot stress this enough. So be really, really careful. So yeah, enjoy the day. We see us tomorrow, and we will recap this later also 100% on X. So just follow us also on X. We will do also a little tiny recap. We write something down for you guys, and then we are good. So see you later. See you tomorrow. See you in the live trading room for all pro members, where we trade, of course, all the price action together. Thank you, Maciej. You want to add something?
Wish you all the best. Nothing else right now to add. Waiting for the open, and let's go.
Let's go. Open the casino. Happy trading, everyone.
Bye bye.